So there's a time in every collector's journey where one must say goodbye. Hello everyone, it's Chris the Batman Statue Collector, your Dark Knight of Collecting, and welcome back to Brotherhood of the Bat Collectibles. And today is, I guess you could say, somewhat of a somber day in the Batcave, because I'm going to be parting ways with the statue. I'm going to be saying goodbye to this beautiful Poison Ivy premium format that's been with me for almost a decade. And it is a gorgeous statue, and I thought it would be an interesting video today to talk a little bit about emotional connection with our pieces. Some pieces that I've sold over the years, I haven't even hesitated. There's been other ones that I hesitate and I miss, and sometimes I bring back to the collection. This is one of those pieces that I'm struggling with. This is a gorgeous piece. I've really loved this piece for a very, very long time. But I have decided to sell it because I have no need for two Poison Ivy premium formats. Some people have said, hey Chris, maybe you could put it in a different part of the collection. Well, I just don't have room for that. I just have room for my main case up here, and I have been very impressed with the new Poison Ivy premium format, and I decided to keep her in the collection. Because she's just maybe a little bit more realistic, a little bit more detailed, whereas this one has more of a comic book feel, which is great, but she doesn't necessarily match the direction of my collection. So I'm curious out there if you've ever had an emotional connection to a piece. If it's ever been very difficult for you to ever let go of. This one for me is that way. I think that she was one of my very first ever Batman premium formats, or one of my more high-end statues. I had been collecting Batman for a while, but smaller scale things, and this one just spoke to me. Of course, beautifully sculpted, incredibly sexy, as you guys can see. And I ended up doing a little bit of highlighting on mine, but like I said, it's going to another collector. And I'm very excited for them to get her in hand, because this is a harder to find piece now. You can still find the green with ivy sometimes, but this one's more difficult to find. And anyway, with that said, I thought maybe some of you guys would be interested in, if you're new to the hobby, if you were maybe interested in knowing what you should do if somebody ever buys one of your statues. You should pack it up well. You should make sure that it's in the same condition as it was whenever you got it, right? I've seen some in-hand pieces myself, very, very dusty. There's like an inch layer of dust. That's very annoying if you are buying something, because anytime you get something in, even if it's used, you hope that it still has that new sensation, that new feeling of getting a new statue in. And so I want to make sure that I make this one perfect for the collector that bought it. So number one, I'm going to dust her. I'm going to make sure that all of the dust is off of her. Now, of course, you guys know that I keep really good care of my collection, but even whenever I do my weekly dusting, I might have missed some areas. Okay. You're also going to want to make sure that you have the brown shipper and the art box. Some of you, I know, throw them away. I personally think that is crazy, because if you ever do decide, I never really thought I would ever sell her, but sometimes things change, right? So I'm so glad that I have the original OG shipper. Look at this logo. It's the old Sideshow logo on it. Tells you how old it is when they used to print in red. The old logo. So number two, you should definitely still have the brown shipper and art box. If not, make sure you tell the buyer that ahead of time, that you don't have those things, because they're expecting them. This foam was designed specifically for her. Do not, in my opinion, do not ship it in this and just wrap her in bubble wrap. That's not gonna work, folks. I've had a lot of horror stories. I've had them myself. I know other collectors out there have had them as well. Make sure that you put her back in the styrofoam just like she should. Make sure that you tape the sides, just like whenever you get it. I think that's also important. I've seen some collectors, they just put it in the styrofoam, put it right back in the brown box. tape it up. Make sure you put the appropriate pieces. If there was tissue paper and things, make sure you put the tissue paper back over the statues as best as you can. What I like to do is watch unboxing videos. That helps me know exactly how to put her back in the box. Some of these older pieces are harder to find. Of course, companies like Prime One and Sideshow, they have their own unboxing videos now, and they kind of show you how everything's laid out. That helps as well. But just do those things as little hints, because I think that especially if you're new and you've never sold an item before, these are just helpful hints that I have experienced in my day to make sure that you're giving your buyer the best experience possible, right? Okay. And then going back to the emotional side of things, make sure whenever you sell an item that it's for sure something you want to sell. I've also seen horror stories where people say, okay, I want to sell this. I already have taken the money in, and then I say, oh, never mind. I want to keep it. I'm sorry. Don't do that to your buyer. That sucks for a buyer, right? It happens sometimes. Have I thought about it a couple times myself? Absolutely. Because this is an emotional piece for me, because this is one of those pieces that started off my collection. This is one of those pieces that started off the Brotherhood of the Bat, that started off Batman Statue Collector. And so, as I look at her, I'm reminded how good she is. But at the end of the day, I know that I've made the right choice for me. And if you can live with that, then you've made the right choice, and you can move on. I'm a collector that always has my eye looking forward. I appreciate the past. I appreciate what I have every second. But also at the same time, there's so many new great pieces that are coming out that I enjoy. And I know that there's a whole bunch of pieces that are older that collectors like you out there that have always dreamed of owning, that collectors like me are willing to sell. So be patient. We've talked about that a lot on the channel. Be patient and wait for the prime opportunity, a good price, good shipping costs. I tend to recommend buy locally in your own country, because shipping overseas can be risky and dangerous, and you don't want to have to fill out claim forms and everything else. That stinks if a statue's broken. So anyway, this has been kind of a disjointed, weird video today, right, guys? But I just thought I would share what I'm feeling right now. And I'm feeling some sadness because I know that she's going away, but also some joy because I know that A, it's going to another collector, and B, I can put those funds toward a new piece that I'm looking forward to. And of course, you guys will benefit from that on the channel because I'll be reviewing it, of course, whatever I decide to get. So anyway, let me know in the comments down below. Have you ever had seller's remorse? Have you ever had that emotional connection to a piece where it's hard to let go even though you need to let it go, or for your own collection focus, you have to let a piece go? Also, have you ever done that and then bought it back again? Because I can see me maybe buying her back down the road. I don't know. But again, let me know your thoughts. I would love to read them. And again, I always try as hard as I can to read everyone in the comments. I know I don't get to everybody, but I do try. And again, just thank you guys so very much for watching. If you're new here, please hit the subscribe button and also hit the like button. That does help people just like you find this content. And if you want to take it one step further, hit that notification bell and make sure you click all. That way you're getting all of the notifications and not just some of them. Thank you guys so very much for watching. I really appreciate it today. And again, sorry it's been kind of disjointed, but I just wanted to share what I was thinking. So anyway, thank you, thank you, thank you. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, I'll see you in the Batcave. Bye, everybody. Bye, Ivy. No, I'm really okay. Sort of okay. Hey guys, thank you so very much for watching today, and if you're new here, please hit the subscribe button right here on the screen and check out these two awesome videos. I think you're going to love them. And also please join us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. I would love to have you join in all the fun. Thank you guys so very much for watching. See you in the Batcave.